Hi students. So I've had to go back into the structural model again, and we just pull over the PDF here. Okay, so we've got that kind of pagoda type arrangement here and here as well, and you can see it over there. Let's just take a look at the. So it's got brilliantly, of course. There's no supports underneath here. There's no supports underneath there. You can see it there. There's no supports there. So I've got to make this work. All right. So that's at a lower level. That's at a higher level, basically. And also we got this canopy out front here as well. So this is my solution for that. And I'm using my basic 300 by 300 glue lambs on the shoe. So I'm not changed. This is what I've used the whole way across the whole of the project here. And in terms of a structure, that's fine. Well, okay. Now, let me just take that one back. That's quite a span across there. All right. So you're talking about nearly 12 meters or something like that. Definitely have to have a chat with the structural engineer about that, because I wouldn't be confident that 300 by 300 is going to span across there and at an angle. It's going to push out the columns and everything else, So there could be intermediates here as well. So we just need to consult the engineer for that. But as I said, not going to get obsessed with the structure here. We're going to give the structural engineer, well, this is what we're looking to do. I want you to get as close to it as possible. Could be using flitch beams in here, or so there's various different solutions that the structure guys can come up with. So again, I'm not going to obsess about it. It's not my job. It's not your job. We're going to tell them this is how we kind of want it. This is how we're seeing it organized. But you need to come back to us in terms of spans. That's kind of a funny one there, because again, the original design shows no way of supporting these. Now, currently they're sitting on the CLT, and we could have an angle for those to sit on or something like that. So I'm kind of happy that, look, that's the way that should be at the moment. And if I go back to the back here, you can see that that's kind of an enclosed, not enclosed, but a covered area. So, and then you got this widening of the structure there as well. Now, to me, that's all just basically cladding. That's all it is. That there's a roof on that, and this one would be clad going across there. Yeah, I'll probably put in a couple of beams across there and across here just to steady that. That wouldn't be too difficult. That'd be the right thing to do, really, for lateral movement and whatever else like that. But once I bring that into the architectural model, I can clad this up here and box that out, and box that out. So that's not the problem. Notice that I had to extend out the roof here. Okay. So again, if you look at the plan, this is the covered area where the ambulances drive in, and this roof actually extended out a little bit further here. So I'll just show you that there. Okay, so again, I've just used my standard column beam arrangement there. Notice I've got intermediaries columns here, and they're sitting on top of beams, so that is a through there. There's going to be no problem with the ambulances getting in and out, and that's where the roof of this is extended over that in order to provide that kind of canopy that's there. So I'll provide the structure. We have to sort out the detailing of it within the architectural model. Okay, so I've saved and I've synchronized all of that, and you saw that what I'm doing down here and providing for that kind of canopy there as well, providing a structure for that canopy there. So I'm going to file close this now. I'm going back into my WIP and into my architecture and into my sample file here. We'll open that one. So I've addressed those structurally. We're now going to update the structural model within the architectural model, and we need to make decisions on how we're going to again clad these here. So let's get into a 3D. Right now, so that's what we're looking at the moment. That green is just a generic roof that I put in there. I've still got to do the windows at the back here, but that's kind of how we're looking there. All right, so I'll put a roof in on top of that, and that'll be simple enough. That'll be straightforward enough. I'll put a roof in over here, and I might clad out, as I said, box out those kind of things there, and that is how that is looking. Now that is interesting. Is that these are a lot more exposed because the surface level here has kind of is falling away there a little bit. But look, I'm not going to get obsessed with that either. We can sort that one out too. We might even just build up the land bank if we didn't want those exposed in the way that they are. It's not bad, they're okay. These are exposed, so we'd have to take into account weathering and all that kind of crack as well. So that is how that is looking at the moment. So I think kind of there with the structure. So I've got a structural solution for that. I've got a structural solution for that. I've got a structural solution for that. We've been through what I did in there. I've kind of put a roof on here and a few other bits and pieces on the architectural, put in those windows. And that's kind of the external finish finished, Um, so I've kind of clad that in timber, but at any point you can go back in, right? Here's that finish there. You can duplicate this, and we'll say with this could be a zinc finish, right? So once you've got the basic wall done, which is brilliant, so all we've got to do here now is just swap out the finish at the end for a zinc cladding. Okay, zinc wall, something like that. So I'll put in zinc there, and on the surface pattern in the background, I want a solid. Okay, I'm going to make this quite a light gray. And then in the pattern here, because it's got vertical lines running down it, so verticals at 3. Well, okay, so we'll duplicate that one. Okay, and we call this vertical 500. I'll change that spacing there to 500. I'm not sure if that's going to be too big or not. We shall see. Let's just try it and see. And so that's they're the darker ones there. I might just make those a little bit darker again. Now, okay, yeah, I need to pull that back down again. I'll just do that for you while you're here. Sometimes it's not 5; it should be 50 maybe. So we'll edit that type there. Go back into the zinc, and we will change the solid, the verticals here. Edit that, and we make these 50. Now, could even make those a lot less. Do you know what I mean? In order to get that zinc effect there. But as I said, you know, if you want to render here, whatever else, you can do that. So I've decided I've cladded it all in one, and then I'll take a look at this, and I might go back and I might change a couple of the claddings on that, just to whatever you've decided in terms of your tertiary report. That's what you would. That's what you'd need to do. Okay, that's that one.